Good morning, dear students, grade 11 in Mujtama Bright School. How are you? Our lesson today is Grammar Unit 4, Past Perfect. Our school vision is to prepare creative, well-educated students who are able to establish civilized, aware, resilient society, stick to the authentic morals and values in addition to using the modern technology. Our value for this week is to be proud to be Muslim. Our starter. Give words. Start with the initials of the word environment. Pause the video and present your own words. Our objective today is to talk about past actions using past perfect by correcting the verbs in brackets in correct form using grammar reference. Open page 45 and grammar reference. Past perfect. Its form about had plus past participle. Had for singular and plural. I had walked, he had swum. To make questions, start with had. Had he walked? Had she swum? To make negative form, just add not to the word had. They hadn't walked, it hadn't swum. We use past perfect simple to describe an action which was completed before a specific point of time in the past. I finished my homework by 8 o'clock. Second, to describe an action that was completed before another action in the past. The second action is in the past simple. The film had already started when we got to the cinema. We can use time expressions like already, ever, never, just, when, by the time, after, by, and before. For a list of irregular verbs, go to page 93. Let's move to page number 55, exercise A. Read the sentences below and answer the questions below. After intensive poaching had reduced them to just 3 animals in the wild, the last surviving male sadly died in 2018. Which action happened first and which happened next? Of course, had reduced happened first, then the male died. Had reduced past perfect and died, which happened after that, past simple. A. Pinta tortoises once thrived on the Galapagos Islands, but by the 19th century their numbers had declined considerably. Pinta tortoises once thrived on the Galapagos Islands, but in the 19th century their numbers declined considerably. Which sentence tells us that population numbers decreased during the 19th century? Actually, it's B. Which sentence tells us that population number decreased before the 19th century? Of course, it's sentence A. Exercise C. Complete the sentences using the past simple, the past progressive, or the past perfect simple of the verb in brackets. Pause the video and present your own answers, then come back to me to check your answers together. Have you finished? Okay. Number 1. We were thinking about how to get the horse free from the sand when suddenly it climbed out by itself. Number 2. By the time the authorities decided to protect local forests, logging companies had destroyed a big part of the green zone. 3. I hadn't heard about artificial reefs until last month. I was so interested in finding out what they are like that I visited one in the Caribbean 2 weeks ago. 4. The group was camping in the forest when they saw a bear approaching their tents. 5. While he was still trying to catch his first fish, I had already caught 5. 6. Renee didn't come to the event we had planned for her. 7. The professor started his talk about water pollution at 7 p.m. However, by 9:30 p.m. he still hadn't finished. 8. Until last year, the Encanto travel agency in San Juan organized or had organized tours to alien rainforest. For those who had never been to a rainforest before, it was once in a lifetime opportunity. Now we have finished our lesson today. Till we meet again, goodbye.